Hey, wholeness. Hey, y'all. Let me send out a few invites. All right. Again, wholeness and harmony, right? Resume. Okay. Happy Moon Day, guys. This phone keeps pausing me up. I got up this AM, right, and I was thinking heavily about the story of Moana. And I was like, why am I thinking about this story so much? And I'm telling y'all, this story started to open up a bunch of epiphanies to me, right? Because I was sitting up there and I was playing with my child, and I'm singing, I have crossed the horizon to find you. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen it do that before. I know your name. They have stolen the heart from inside you, but this does not define you. This is not who you are. You know who you are, who you truly are. This specific scene in Moana, right, as the Te Fiti that glows red with anger as she's charging towards Moana, who is courageously walking towards her, is really kind of profound, right? And what I realized is that the story of Moana is the same story of Prometheus stealing the fire from the gods and giving it to humans. It is the same story of Neo in the Matrix and how it begins at the Heart Hotel with the Trinity. It is the story of them demonizing Lilith energy, right? Taking the energy of women and splitting it as though these would be two different entities or women, right? And Lilith being the Te Fiti that glowed red with anger. But women are also the nurturing portion of Mother Nature when Te Fiti gets her heart back and she glows green, right? The realization, though, that I had is that I am and have been every character in Moana, right? The soul's call that I couldn't lower the volume on, right? Is me being Moana when she chases the water. Whenever we work from fear and we don't want to leave our comfort zone, then we are the character of Moana's father who didn't want to embrace change. Sometimes we work like the grandmother in Moana and we whisper urgings and soul calls to people and let them see why it's okay that they are them. Sometimes, every once in a while, we've also been that crab, right? Took a whole bunch of shit that other people needed or acted like a crab because we wanted to be shiny. We've definitely been the Te Fiti that glows like coal, red with fire when we are moved with passion or with anger. We've definitely been the Te Fiti that works from our heart space, which the heart is the green chakra, right? And in the movie, you see this spiral. Well, it's really not showing up on the video very well now. It just kind of, but maybe if it stops going green. But right, in the movie, you see this spiral. Spiral, S-P-I-R. Any vowel before L can equal God. L, spiral, spirit, right? This spiral is in everything, our fingerprints. Some people have it top of their head, the hurricanes, the tornadoes. We are all of that energy, right? Working together in a spiral in spirit. So I realized, right, that looking at myself as being all of the characters in this story, that I get to, one, if I don't like the role that I'm playing, play a different one. That's why they call it character. And that also, that at times I can work like the Moana, courageously charging up to this Tafiti, right? And what that was, right, is the alchemical fire that you must put yourself through. It is the alchemical fire. It is literally the transformation, right? And that basically, if I am Moana and every character in the story, then I'm also the Haru of my own story. I am the Neo of my own story. I'm the Hercules of my own story. And even if I wish to choose to be the Jesus of my own story, we have to realize that these things, right, are for us to do. It is for us to place ourselves through an alchemical fire, a transformation, right, to burn off the things that no longer serve us and to work from a heart space. Because there's a super amazing thing that happens when you begin to work from your heart space, right? You begin to branch out really wide, just like that spiral, right? That spirit. And amazing things begin to happen. They really, really do. And basically, also by learning to apply yourself to be all the characters in the story, and you learn to do this with the people that you're interacting with, right? And you realize that when you place somebody, or you place yourself in their shoes, it is much easier to understand where they're coming from, right? Instead of demonizing that person when that person is really just an outward manifestation or a projection of a part of you, right? Either a part that you wish to improve or a part that you like. So the transmutation, or the key to transmutation, right, is to take anything, and make it serve you, right? Turn it from what you would normally view as a perspective of negative and turn it into positive. Turn it from lead to gold. But it must glow red with the fire first, right? And this is why our red chakra is the first chakra. So, because there will probably be people who have a blockage and are like, but this is a Disney story. Yes, we all know that. We've seen the motherfucking mouse ears get drawn over the movie before we started, and we saw it clearly say D-I-S-N-E-Y. The point is, again, to be able to take anything, and turn it and make it serve you, and see where this is just all information speaking to you. It is code. So whichever code you choose to apply, that is how you're going to be affected, right? So, I mean, it was just very profound, right? Because we do definitely have to work from the heart space. And sometimes with the lower emotions, that's difficult, right? Because we feel like those things define us. And she said, they've stolen the heart from inside you, but this does not define you. And it doesn't. Anything you have ever done in your life, right? It does not scar and it does not mar the higher self. The higher self understands why you have made the decisions you have made and is looking at you from above with love. Because it has a bird's eye view. It can see what you have to go through to build the character to become the Tafiti, or the character you wish to become, right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Because sometimes, right, I could have woken up and been like, well, why the hell is my mind on Moana and I need to stop being so damn childish? But there's really, really a reason why they say you must become like a child. And it's not to watch Disney movies, but but it is to come from a space of creation and imagination and a superb amount of love. So be the Moana, the Maui. We are definitely the Mauis. We are the demigods who are in amnesia and have forgotten that we are working towards a purpose. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys, and how every time you're looking at a story, ask yourself, why is it that you always identify with the hero, right? Ask yourself.
because you already know deep down inside that you are here to save yourself. You already know that. That's why you drift to the hero. That's why that character moves you and inspires you, because you feel that, right? You feel it in your heart space. So, you know what I'm saying? You can find dope information anywhere, guys, really. So, I appreciate it. Love you. Come from a power-filled perspective for the day. Understand that you are in co-creation at this moment, okay? Wholeness and harmony. Later.